This is what the alert is going to sound like according to the government.
I'm scratching my head at this one, and I'm thinking there's only two reasons why they would want to buzz your phone and make us all aware. One is nuclear attack, and the second is alien invasion. So is there something, you see, I sit here and I think, everybody laughs about this, but why does somebody want to ring my phone without me?
It's commonly used in the States, in the Netherlands.
Commonly.
Well, they do actually buzz people's phones whenever there's a hurricane coming, or in the case of COVID, there were lots of advice given through these
So when do you think the next
standings.
hurricane will hit us?
Oh yeah, I don't know what the reason is here, but I guess it's just, you know, post-pandemic precautions.
No, it's because they think they're going to be nuclear missiles fired from Russia, or they're aware of something, or they're aware that there has been an alien invasion. We have to point out we don't know that. But what we also don't know is why Downing Street want to do this, and I'm just putting the question out there.
This is what the alert is going to sound like according to the government.
To warn people about potentially life-threatening events such as wildfires and severe flooding. Government is to test the system next month, meaning people will receive a siren-like message on their phone. We're live to our correspondent Alice Porter, who's in the newsroom. So here we are. Here's my phone. What am I going to get on this trusty device?
Well, either on your phone or your tablet. If there is an emergency and the government want to alert you about it, your phone will vibrate, it will read a message out to you, and there will be a siren that will go for about 10 seconds. I think we can hear a little bit of what that will sound like. So this is the alert that will only be sent by the emergency services or government bodies which are dealing with an emergency, and they'll only be sent when there is an immediate risk to people's lives. And that includes things like severe flooding, fires, extreme weather and public health emergencies. It's also hoped that almost 90% of mobile phones in a defined area could be reached under the new plans. Now, the system has been tested in local parts of the country, but it's also hoped that on the 23rd of April, everybody in the country will receive one of these alerts. And the idea is that by having everyone in the country receive it, they also have to acknowledge it as well. And that will be, they won't be able to continue using their phone unless they acknowledge it. And that's going to be on the 23rd of April.
And is that going to cause any privacy concerns briefly? Because the fact that the government, in a way, some might say, is looking at how the phones are operating.
Well, the Cabinet Office have been keen to stress that they are not keeping anyone's personal data. And I think it's important to stress that this people's personal data isn't being used. You're not having a text message sent to your own personal mobile. What it is that if you are in the vicinity of an emergency, they know that because of data that's being gathered from cell towers, and that's how it's working. But I think from the government's perspective, they've looked at other countries, the US, Canada, that have got a similar scheme that's been rolled out there. They're really hoping that it could be instrumental, particularly in cases of extreme weather, such as flooding, the fires we saw last summer as well. But it also has an enormous amount of potential if there is a terrorist attack. They've not said they're going to be rolling out for that, but they are going to be looking at the potential. But also, people cannot opt out of this. They don't have to continue with it, but the government is very much hoping that people will continue with it and saying it could save lives.
Get into the body, their immune systems aren't that strong. As far as how concerned we should be overall, this is one of those things that seems to be spreading because we think of global warming. The fungus usually doesn't get in our bodies because it can't stand the warm temperatures, but they think fungi in general are adapting to warmer temperatures because of global warming. They're going to be able to get in our bodies more and more often.
Well, thank you for clarifying that this isn't a plot point from The Last of Us, because I don't think we can handle a zombie apocalypse on top of everything else right now.
And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand.